Good morning. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. Oh my god, it's Faded Friday tomorrow. Thank fuck. Okay, good. Yay! Man, just to add insult to injury to the whole computer and everything, Lilith woke me up at 5 o'clock this morning, puking everywhere. I'm really tired. Good morning. I hope you're all doing well. A new sleep token song? What? Oh my god, I gotta wait. We have to wait for Faded Friday. I have to follow my own rules. Oh no. I'm gonna write it down. This is horrible. Sleep token, yes! Made a note for tomorrow. Gotta remember. Don't praise me too hard. I had to look. Do you know that's the only reason I know what day it is? And I don't have it on this PC yet. I'm sure you guys have seen it. I'll pull it up and save it. Thank you, Rod. I have, what is it called? Rain meter. I had before my computer bricked. I had rain meter, which is this thing where you can put like little animated whatevers on your screen. I don't even know how to explain rain meter. You probably know what the fuck rain meter is. But I always had a rain meter that had an analog clock and it had like a post-it on my screen that said what date it was. It would say like October 12th or whatever. That's the only way I know what day it is anymore. It's crazy. Until it's Faded Friday, because I'm waiting for Faded Friday and I'm very excited for it. But other than that, days, what are they? This is hot. Yeah. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm excited to beat Split Fiction. So my PC did a weird thing, and I'm scared to talk about it because I'm just scared of this PC now. But I was sitting at my computer this morning, putting my makeup on, and the thing just restarted on its own. It just like shut off and restart. I don't know. At least it didn't freeze. Did you know that in statistical math, the larger the sample size, the more reliable your averages are? Basically, there's the ends justify the means. Jesus Christ. That's pretty good. I'm going to be honest. In all the math classes I've ever taken, I'm appalled I never was given that joke. That's pretty good. I'm a little sad about that. I'm officially over today. Just today, Dream, because my God. My check engine light came on because my battery has a dead cell, and car batteries are so expensive. That sucks. I'm sorry. Really, mine have done the same thing. I stopped quick start and it stopped. Yeah, what the fuck is that? I know. There's a hub. That's the hubs too. We have date night every Saturday night. We go eat, watch a movie, go to a movie, something just for us, and he waits for Saturday to know what day it is. That's Faded Friday. Faded Friday is pretty much the only, Faded Friday and Borderlands Day are the only days I really know what day it is, and then my day off, and that like resets my brain. But like having the day off on Monday still fucks me up. So on Tuesdays I get fucked up and I'm like, is it Monday today? Good morning, Super Bob. How are you, love? God, that's hot. I want to drink you so bad. Fuck. Good morning, Desmond. How are you, love? Yeah, days of the week, I mean, even when I worked respiratory, I couldn't figure them out because my schedule was different every fucking week. Oh, lucky. I mean, I wish. I tried. Actually, that was my goal today because you guys know I've kind of had like a weird bug. I don't know what it is the past couple days where I've been pukey and feeling shitty. And so I've been trying to force myself to sleep in as late as I can. And Lilith, like literally 5:30 this morning, I feel her jump out of bed and then you hear the inevitable and I was like, at least she jumped out of bed. Like, that's all I can ask. But fuck! It's too early, man. I get it. I get it. I wake up and puke sometimes too. Like, I get it. I feel that. It just sucks. I know. It was very polite of her to jump out of bed. I'm very grateful for her. I think I found the potential source. My kitty's been eating string, removed it, so here's hoping there was no more string puke. What was it? Was it like a blanket that was shedding or something? Good morning, Reasonable. It was very polite of her. Nothing wakes you up faster than the sound of your fur baby making the hork noise. Nothing. That is such a weird, it's like that and the fan turning off. That's the other thing that woke me up this morning. Like, I tried to go back to sleep after the whole puking incident, and Zach gets up at, I don't know, 7 or something and turns the fucking AC down, and I was like, I'm hot! I'm instantly hot! I gotta get out! And I got up. Those are two things that will get me out of bed faster than most things. Good morning, Vox. So basically, if I go to Atwood's, which is the farm store, I can get a battery for $100 with a 12-month warranty. If I get it from Walmart, AutoZone, O'Reilly's, whatever, it's a minimum 130 with a minimum 2-year warranty. I'm just over it. Honestly, the 2 years is worth the $30. I know that's a lot of, I'd pay the $30 for the 2-year warranty on a battery though. Cause that's, if you think about it, you're kind of paying $30 for an extra year on it. Like what is that? Like a replacement plan? Not a replacement plan, but you know what I mean? I know, I got new mugs. Did you see them? Oh my God. I did. Hold on. I got myself a bunch of new mugs. I just can't throw away my old ones. I know. My mugs, like, they're oh my God, a hype train. Every day. Again, I know I say this all the time. Please don't feel responsible for filling these random fucking hype trains, but I'm grateful for them. For my birthday, I treated myself and I got myself 4 giant mugs. They're huge. Look at this shit. They're enormous. I love them so much. But like, I know every once in a while I do take a sip out of the broken side. I just can't give it up. My mugs are this is the first time I've ever just bought a set of random mugs. I normally just have a jumble of mugs that are like collector's things from travels and stuff like that, but they're all just breaking down and I haven't gone anywhere to get a new mug. I had to do it. Zelda's the silent puker. Oh, she doesn't even harf. Oh, that sucks. Had been up since 4 a.m. Jesus. Had to get the boy to a bus for a school trip. Ooh, what's he doing though? That's fun. The horkening. It was thankfully it wasn't a lot of puke. It was just like that foamy shit from when dogs eat grass. Still gross and sad though. Oh, it was a fraying scratching post. I bet that's what it was. I know, these random hype trains, they literally, Rod, they've been going off almost, I don't want to say every day because my memory's terrible, but tell me if I'm wrong, guys. Have we not got a random hype train at least every day? Like, it's flattering, but how can you expect people to fill that every day? That's crazy. I have a problem with my headphones. I can hear the other person, but they can't hear me. I use Discord. I've searched for days. Nothing works. Oh, you have you have the HyperX wireless. Sounds like your headphones might have bricked. Next week sometime, Rod. I sent it to my P.O. box just in case. Because for some reason, things coming to my house are very, very questionable. I'll probably buy the more expensive one with a warranty, but still, I'd still rather spend that money elsewhere. 100%. That's how I feel anytime I have to do any adulting ever. Like when I had to we had to do that whole kitchen thing dream. I'm sure you remember last summer when our entire kitchen decided to brick itself at the same time. And it was just like, this is all money we could be spending on traveling or fun shit, and we have to go spend it on a dishwasher. That being said, I fucking love my dishwasher. Man, going from an ancient dishwasher to a brand new Bosch, shit is phenomenal. Oh my God. I have so many mugs, I just stopped myself from buying more. See, I did that. I stopped myself from buying more, and then I just stopped buying them, and then they all break, and then suddenly you have no mugs. No. It's just broken. It's kind of fitting, don't you think? Welcome to the shit show. The fuck? They don't sell stuff at Burning Man for you to purchase a cool mug. Literally. The thing about Burning Man is you actually bring around a cup, because, I've talked about, like, every once in a while I hear my accent come out, and I feel like talked. I've talked about Burning Man a million times, and I know, but literally because everything is free and there's no garbage anywhere, you have to pack around like a camping set of utensils and a bowl and a cup of some kind everywhere you go, because there are no cups, there are no plates. If you want food, you got to have something to put it on. So you like have a perma cup you bring everywhere with you, and what you do is you put Burning Man stickers all over it. Hence. But there are no mugs, yeah. His school band's going to Disney for a performance. Oh my God, that's so exciting. Random question, do you ever order one of those t-shirts we created in the game? I haven't, but I think about it all the time. Especially that one of just like someone being kicked off a cliff. I don't know. It was literally last summer, Dream. I know, isn't that weird? I just saw the Lisa Simpson meme where she's standing in front of a screen and it says, "The Crow is just RoboCop for goths." You know what? I would do some real sketchy shit to have a dishwasher. It's so expensive, though. Like, if I didn't already have one, I wouldn't have bought one. I would have been like, whatever, I'll just wash dishes by hand. But because we were replacing one and there's just a hole in the counter. But man, it is nice to have. I break them, Super Bob. But to be honest, the only one that has broke spontaneously is the Halloween mug that broke on Rod. That, to this day, I think had a planned lifespan. Because the fact that Vissy had the exact same mug and it died, it did the exact same thing within a day. It's fucking crazy. I dropped them. This was dropped. This was me. I can't even, it's me. It's definitely me. Good morning, Knives. If you were really about the shit show, you'd be drinking from the chip side. I do every once in a while. I accidentally do. I don't even notice it, and I do it, and then I'm like, it's not sharp. It's probably sharp. I shouldn't. Just got a new dishwasher. Why? Went into my den, and it was filled with smoke. Thought the house was on fire, so I called the fire department. Turns out the washer burned out. And that was where the smoke came from. Oh my God. From your dishwasher? That's fucking scary. See, Rod, we grew up with a dishwasher, but my dad was one of those anal people. I mean, granted, this was probably the way dishwashers worked when I was a kid, but it was like you had to wash the dishes before you put them in the dishwasher. I hated it. It literally is nauseating to me. Like, I just don't, that never made sense to me, and I'd get so irrationally angry about it, because my dad would be like, there's stuff on the dishes. I'm like, in the dishwasher! In the dishwasher. Like, what? I rinsed it. It's not like I'm putting it in there with steak on it or something. Come on. Lucky you, Super Baba. I'm the clumsiest fuck you'll ever meet. I literally walk down the same hall every day, but for some reason, I walk down it like I'm on a boat, and I slam my shoulders into the walls every morning, and I'm like, God damn it, can you just figure out how to walk straight? Just once. I don't know. It'll happen, I guess, maybe. I have a dishwasher only like 3 years old, and it doesn't work because my fucking garbage disposal broke, and I gotta replace it. Oh, that sucks. I think garbage disposals are kind of, I don't understand the point. Like, who's shoving food down the sink? A spooky bowl that just randomly killed itself. That was the mug. It was weird. Mugs are what I do, Rod. Literally, like, a lot of my mugs you'll see are, like, from Greece and shit. Like, I go get a fun mug or something, but I haven't been over. I don't think I've internationally traveled except to Canada since before COVID, which is crazy. I need to start saving for one of those. It absolutely defeats the purpose of a dishwasher. You had one of those, right, where you had to wash everything before it went into the dishwasher? Like, literally wash it to the point where, like, what is the point of the dishwasher? We could have just dried these dishes and been done. But it always made sense to my dad, and he'd get so up in arms about it. I'm like, okay, if it makes you feel better, Papa. There's a spot in my coffee. What are you? A coffee ground. Out of here, coffee ground. I know, I watered him. This is Jen. He just molted. So if you see like this pile of that's his skin. He's got a big ball of skin he just shed, so I just watered all of them so they're all out and pissed because I watered them. I cannot wash the dishes before putting them in the dishwasher. My Kim program, I can't not rinse. I do it too. I mean, I think you should. You're not supposed to put food in your dishwasher. Your dishwasher will get clogged up and disgusting in the filter. But like washing them before you put in. I'm always looking for a new house. I mean, the sole reason we bought this house was it was a great investment property. It's a really nice chunk of land. Like I think it's the equivalent of like 3 house plots. But it's just our tiny ass house on this big chunk of land. It's right next to a light rail, right next to an elementary school. I'm always looking. I had a garbage disposal at my parents' house and not here, and I miss it so much. Putting old food in the garbage is so gross to me. I try not to make food, so I try not to throw stuff in the garbage either. I try to I do like composting for the garden and shit like that. I don't like dishwashers. They bake on any remnants they don't clean. Just a 5-minute soak in hot water and everything comes off with a gentle wipe. No need for dishwashers. My dishwasher doesn't bake things. But I have a brand new dishwasher. She's sweet. Severick, yeah, they were, I mean, I think that's kind of how all dishwashers were at the beginning, because they didn't clean your dishes. They just cooked them. My hands are stupid. It's overrated. Don't even worry about them. My mom, maybe, was your mom's name Kim? We could go with that. Are we going back to split? I think we're beating it. Oh, I'm still, thank you. I did want to be in just, I tried to go what's the word I'm looking for? I tried to go live as early as I could without, I don't want to stream 9.5 hours again. But I like our hours of hanging out in the morning. It's how I wake up. I feel conscious. I don't know how anyone just dives straight into a game because, like, I genuinely don't talk to a human before I talk to you guys in the morning. I like it. Thank you. No, I thought I did change the category. Maybe it didn't go through. I don't know. We got it. Being angry about dishwashers is just a dad rule. The thermostat. What do dads do when they no longer have to worry about children touching a thermostat? Like, what do they even do? What do you do now? Because I swear to God, my dad's life was just sitting on a couch with an eye view of the thermostat. And if anybody even walked towards it, he'd be like, and we were like, oh, okay. What the fuck? What is that? I'm cold. Or hot. Zeke isn't human, confirmed. I mean, I haven't been proven otherwise, but like, maybe. My chat just did the double. I gotta reload it. Why? It's so weird. Stop it. Aren't you technically the thermostat dad? Okay, now I am. Fuck you. Did I become the thermostat? I'm not, I mean. No. Oh, shit. Me with my air conditioning fans. Oh, no. What is the point of having climate control indoors if we are not controlling the climate indoors? What is the point? What is the point? Why are they even there? Turn them on. You know, that might come from my dad's psychotic control. I mean, literally, my, like, need of the air movement might come from living in a stagnant air house my whole life and begging for fans or air movement. It might come from that, because I genuinely hate stagnant air. Like, the moment I can't feel a breeze, I immediately feel dirty and gross and like I'm breathing your farts. Give me some air. Any air? An open window, any of it? Oh God, I might have become that. Oops. See, Kona, growing up, we had a wood stove, so we'd all have to leave our doors open and hope wood fire air went upstairs. It was interesting. I've never understood that in all honesty. The thermostat or opening up the fridge for too long, it's wasting energy. You're wasting energy. You're wasting money. Every time you change the thermostat, it has to kick on, which uses more energy. That's literally what I was fed my whole life. Anything I touched, wasted energy. I am a waste of energy. That's what was drilled into my head. My comfort, waste of energy. And they wonder why we're all fucking people pleasers these days. I do keep it fridge. I hate a hot house. I can't stand it. Warm indoors is gross to me. It feels dirty. I don't know what that is, like the humidity or something. It's got to be rough nowadays considering most thermostats now have apps and can be controlled from your pocket. I imagine so. Mine's still an ancient thermostat that you can't do that with. And then we have the mini splits, which also you can't do that with. They have controllers. But thank fuck. Oh, Sterling did I? I'm sorry. I'm scrolling. I don't see anything. It might have deleted it because of the dub. I don't know why it does that. I've shown you guys what it does, but every once in a while, Twitch literally throws your guys' messages on top of each other's, and then I can't read anything. It's very weird, and I hates it. When you get in, you should load a Bull Dream. It sounds like a day for that for you, to be honest. When you get into a car and maybe it's like 5 to 15 minutes, do you either turn on the AC or open a window? Both immediately. I mean, I don't blast hot AC at myself, but the moment, like within 5 minutes of turning my car on, it's usually ready to go and it's on. But I also have steering wheel warmer. I have a heated steering wheel and heated seats. I'm very particular about my climate control. I cannot stand being cold. Yeah. Uh-huh. I keep my thermostat at 68 degrees. Is that really cold? I used to keep it at 69 for the lols, but 68 feels better. Is that cold? I used to feel this way when I got, but then I got a roommate that if they could they would set the temp at 10 degrees lower than I and keep it. And man, I'm not paying for it. That's insane. See, in Arizona, that's crazy. That is quite the electric bill. My God. We have a dual zone system with multiple Nest sensors. I'm constantly fiddling with the temp. The one nice thing that we did is we got those things. They're called mini splits. It's like Korean climate control kind of thing. So it's not central air. It's these giant units on the walls. And we have one out here, and then there's one in the bedroom, and then one in Zach's office. And they're all individually controlled with their own goddamn remote. So I control this at me all day, and it's amazing. It's my world in here. I love it. I kind of keep it like a bat cave. I never realized how dark it was in here until Rod pointed out I live in a cave. Like, I literally have blackout curtains everywhere. This brightness is coming from one very specific window in my kitchen that doesn't have blackout curtains. I keep it like a bat cave. It's cold and it's dark. Yeah. A cat cave? Meow. Maybe even a cat cave. They like it cold and dark, right? I can't sleep in a hot house either since I need tons and tons of blankets on top of me for the weight. That's me. That's it too. Thank you. That's part of it. I can't, like, if it's really hot out, I can't just sleep with a sheet. Like, in order for me to go to sleep in a bed, I need a certain level of weight on me. And I know this is probably psychosis from the thermostat. Who the fuck knows? But I need the weight. So it's got to be the temperature that I can have that weight on my body, which is cold. Because I've got a big old comforter on me, like a stack of them. But I can't do a sheet. I feel like I'm exposed and I'm naked and I can't go to sleep. So if it's hot, I'm just fucking miserable. Like, I can't. I'll literally still have a blanket on and just be sweating because I can't go to sleep without it. It's weird. It's like a comfort thing. 68. I think 68. I do the same, but I pump it to 69 for the lols. See? I used to. It says 68. I used to keep it on 69 for the lols. That was so loud because of the game. Lord Techno, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive and giving it anus swings. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent, and I fucking appreciate you. Thank you. See, and when you're in a condo or an apartment, you are suffering the body heat of everyone below you and everyone around you. Whereas I've got a thin-walled house that I can't even find a stud in. So, like, whatever the temperature is beyond these two walls I'm butted up against, I am at the mercy of. So I have a lot of air blowing at me, especially in the summertime, because you guys have seen it. Like, it's gotten so... Before we got those mini splits, there were days when my house felt like a greenhouse and I couldn't stream. Because it was that level of heat where, like, there's no comfortable position. Laying down, standing up, sitting in a chair, like, I was just stifled. Thank fuck for the mini splits, because Jesus fucking Christ, that was hell. Rod has never had the sun blasting into his window before sunset. Yeah, I set it to 68. I mean, it's the mini split that I set to 68. That's like my house. That's the whole house. The other two mini splits are just in rooms. So I think those ones are set higher. But the ones out here, literally, they're controlling the kitchen, this entire room, the hallway, everything. So I've got to have it a little bit colder, I think. Are we the same person? Do you do the same? Is it the weighted blankets? I'm glad I'm not the only one. It's such a weird... It took me years to try to figure that out. Because, like, I'd go camping and it would be hot and people would be like, just sleep in a sheet. Why can't you just sleep with a sheet? I feel like I don't know. I don't know why I can't. I need, like, thick around my head and like this. I do the raptor arms with my blankets and I get them all up around me and it's just the weight of it. is like fucking physically necessary for me to go to sleep. So if it's hot, I can't do it. Ooh, Dream, fuck yes. Dude, Primal was pretty sick. Sad, emotional, but really good. Foul, ha 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 ha. I don't mind animated things, but I'm really picky about what kind of storylines I watch. It was a fucking good storyline. It was pretty wild. The end was interesting. I've seen it before. I forgot the end. Time to weigh yourself down with a copper chainmail compression with heat transfer. You know what's weird is I don't like weighted blankets. Like, it's not, I don't even know if it's the weight. It's just having, like, around my face and being totally covered and feeling safe from the monsters in the darkness or something. I don't know. I'm guessing. I have no idea what it is, but I don't like weighted blankets. I feel trapped under them. I can't do the sheet. Yeah, I don't. My parents have done that their whole lives. Just sleep under a sheet. I'm like, the fuck is the point? A lot of ND people get comfort from weight pressure. I'm sure that's, that is not exclusively an ND. Oh, it's definitely something part of it, because it's been my whole life. Like, I used to have this really weird way of sleeping when I was a kid, where I would, like, wrap the blanket around my head, because there's something specific about my ears being covered. And I would, like, you know, do this weird wrap around my head and then, like, nestle into a pillow and just not move all night. It was weird. I'm sure it has something to do with probably, like, being overly sensitive to shit or something. I don't know. This? You know, I didn't know that for years. You know what's crazy, Rod, and really sad? I had a friend who slept like this as a kid, and because I don't watch myself sleep, I didn't know I did this. And I would literally ask her, like, why do you... She would sleep in a hoodie with her hood over like this. And I was like, why do you sleep like that? And she's like, bitch, you literally just woke up in the same position. And I was like, oh, we're in 4th grade. Don't call me bitch. Cheers. I didn't know for years, though, but I mean, ooh, hard. Like, sometimes I literally wake up and my hands are numb. It's really bad. I like the pressure from a weighted blanket, but I can't use them. I toss and turn. That's me. I toss and turn too much, and the weight of the blanket wakes me up, and I feel trapped. Like, I feel like instead of, like, a normal toss and turn at nighttime, like, just normal, I, like, have to wake up and, like, fight the blanket. It's weird. I know. I have a couple weighted blankets, and I've never liked sleeping in them. But I've heard they're great. I feel the same, seemingly not as extreme, but I feel much better if my entire body's covered, and that does become a problem in the summer. Oh, I also sleep in that pose. Feeling a little seen. Anybody else sleep like... Because same. Hubby has to have the covers over his head and his arms crossed like... Wait, does he sleep on his back like a fucking corpse? Oh, that's special. That's really special. The end was reminiscent of Isis and Horus. Wait. Set tore her husband into pieces. Isis found every bit except the phallus. He substituted a reed from the Nile, but put him together and conceived Horus. Horus has a reed penis? I want to make a joke about how I want to smoke that grass, but I don't know where to land with it. I'm too tired. You guys do it. It's out there. Take it. Osiris had a reed penis, but only after he was dead. They sleep, literally, I think subconsciously while I'm sleeping, I sleep on my back, but I can't go to sleep on my back unless I think the only time I can go to sleep on my back is if I'm fucking hot. Like, you know, out in the desert. If it's Burning Man, I sleep like this, with just like my legs open just for the air, because it's just so fucking hot. But sometimes it's freezing at night too. You gotta be prepared for both. Oh, speaking of Rod, I meant to tell you, I got a blanket on Amazon for Loveburn, And you know, I have complained every year about Burning Man how fucking ridiculously cold it gets at nighttime, like to the point where I just shiver myself to death and can barely sleep at all, and I'm just running on zero sleep. I found a blanket on Amazon, and it was so fucking good. I used it at Loveburn. Literally the only thing I needed, and I was a toasty little toaster. I'm gonna open it up. I gotta, hold on, it's on my phone. I'm gonna tell you what it is, because I think if you haven't bought any bedding or anything, it's one of those blankets that like rolls up into like, it's meant for travel and camping. So you know what I mean? It like rolls up, it has a bag it goes into, and then you kind of like fold the bag down and it makes it as small as fucking possible. I got this blanket and a couple pillows like that because we were going to Loveburn where we had to fly there. So we really didn't have the luggage space. Normally I drive, so I have all the space in the world. But this blanket, I wanted to tell you about it because, man, it's all I needed. It's just like a puffy quilt. That's it. It feels like a puffy jacket, like it's that material. But man, it wasn't hot and it wasn't cold. It was just enough to like keep the elements off of your body. But Rod is going to Burning Man for the first time this year, and so I keep trying to think of like things that I wish I would have done my first year that just would have made life more pleasant, like prepare to sleep in 0-degree weather and then wake up in 90-degree weather. Hold on. It was, found it. I'll send it to you. I'll send you the link. I just wanted to remember that because I'm very impressed with it. And the fact that you can like condense this queen size quilt into a bag this big so you can actually get it there and it doesn't take up that much room. Like before these blankets, and I'm not fucking with you, when I go to Burning Man, I bring a tote, like one of those huge, I don't even know how many gallons those totes are, those huge black and yellow totes. That's where I keep all my bedding because it was just like old quilts and shit that I just don't care about. So I'll bring them out there. And now it's going to be a bag this big. I'm so excited. Instead of a fucking tote of bedding, it's a bag and a bag. That's my pillow and blanket. It's so nice. Oh my God, it's the horsecock song. Well, we're already there. Tiger knee. Is that on your belly with one knee up? I fall asleep like that sometimes if I'm hot. It depends. I sleep in the like American footballer with their legs in a P shape and my arms on the mattress side has to be out. Yeah, I think that's the same thing. The tiger knee. It's like on your stomach with one knee out and your foot's like on your legs. So you're kind of making a P shape a little bit. And like your hands are either like under your pillows, cradling your head, or they're out. I've seen that sleeping position. The blanket is so nice. I mean, just the fact that it rolls up like that is so nice. It's just so much more compact. Like looking, oh my God, another thing. I don't know if you're bringing a camping stove or anything. These are just little things I've noticed. But when I went to Loveburn, one of the girls that was in my camp brought a collapsible kettle. I didn't even know they supplied things like that. But a kettle is like the one thing I use out there because I make a ton of those like Mountain Man bag meals, which is just hot boiling water in there and then you let it sit. The collapsible silicone kettle, oh my God. It's just like little things like that that are just going to take up so much less space. Who even knew they made that kind of shit? It was the best thing. I used it the entire time. Collapsible silicone kettle. I need one. Only downside is it doesn't whistle. Me neither. These are just little things I'm learning by other people like that are like, this chick has been to Burning Man like 15 times or something. She's crazy. So she had all the shit. She was so prepared. I'm a back sleeper. I do the flamingo pose. On your back, though. Interesting. I don't know if I feel like it's something like, what is it? It's like a primal instinct that I can't sleep on my back because someone might claw my belly open. Like, I genuinely feel like my stomach, like, when I want to, like, hug a pillow and protect myself, and I don't know why. No one has ever attacked my stomach that I'm aware of, ever. But I've got like this protective sense. So like that's part of I think why I like curl up or I hold a pillow or something. It's like, you know, like dogs, they roll on their back and expose their belly to the dominant dog. Like, gut me. I'm not going to try to gut you. Like, I feel like that's what I'm doing to the world and I can't do it. Interesting. How did I say it? Interesting. Interesting. Oh, God. I don't hear myself often, but once in a while I do, and I'm like, where did you even come from? You don't sound like anything. Who are you? I'm like I'm like an offshoot of polyglot. Polyglots are people that know like more than 5 languages or something. I'm just a fucking horrible amalgamation of every accent I've ever come in contact with ever. And my body was like, oh, orange feels right. Let's say orange from now on. But if we're painting, it's orange. But if it's a fruit, it's an orange. Why? Why did my brain decide to do that? The same with like caramel, caramel. If it's solid, it's caramel. If it's liquid, it's caramel. What? They're the same. What? But I just like did that in my own head. I don't know. No one told me that. Oh, interessante. Interessante. I don't know where I got that either. I'm a pro packer, man. I've gotten so good at packing, but I have traveled a lot. I feel like I've become a pro packer, like not by accident. I've definitely, like, I very clearly remember traveling when I was in high school, and we would like go to Vegas to visit my grandparents or something, go to New York to visit family over there, and I would bring like, if you know luggage sizes, you know the biggest one. I don't know. I think they stand like that tall. The big one. That's what I would pack for just me for 5 days. Because I was like utterly convinced I needed to pack a blow dryer and a hair straightener and 3 outfits per day, and then you end up wearing the same thing every day and it doesn't matter and you literally don't even touch half the clothes in that bag. I've gone from that to I travel with another person for 7 days with 1 carry-on. I'm a pro, and I'm not afraid to flex that one. I can fucking go. Let's do this. But I mean, man, you would have looked at me and been like, what a high maintenance cunt. But I just didn't know how to travel. I think that just takes time. You learn that when you're traveling, you genuinely don't. Like, one thing I had to learn, I'm not going to put makeup on when I travel. I'm just not going to do it. I love makeup, and I like to put it on for funsies. But when I'm traveling, I get up, shower, and go. I'm never going to wear makeup. So that was one thing. It took me years, but I was like, stop packing that. Stop what-ifing makeup. You're not going to do it. So I just stopped, and that eliminated room out of my bag. Like, shit like that. Your spine becomes paralyzed. What the fuck? Why am I like this? So many reasons. All the time. Why am I like, why? I say why a lot. Like, that's my frustration word. Like, if I stub my toe, or if the dogs puke, or if my computer's weird, like, the instantaneous reaction, why? 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 The most, I was literally, Knives and I were talking about my PC last night, and I told him, I'm like, one of the most fucking, like, it's almost more frustrating than my PC crashing is that I can't figure out why. That pisses me off more, because, like, usually there's an action and then there's consequences, and I would like to eliminate the action that is causing the bricking of the PC, but I just, like, why? What is it? No clue, and it drives me fucking crazy. Orange, Florida. I mean, I was born in Washington State. I guarantee you, for my high school years, I mean, up until I was a teenager, I said Florida and orange. Where's my bowl? Oh my God, it's right there. I'm fine. And then I moved to the East Coast and lived there for, what, 5, 6, 8 years, something like that. And now it's, like, different. I think it's natural for humans to assimilate like that, but I catch it. I can hear it, which is weird, because I think when you have an accent, you don't hear your own accent. But I hear it, and I'll stop myself and glutterally like, oh, no, stop. Which version are we talking about? On this day, 1994, The Downward Spiral released. The album is 31 years old. Well, I better put on 9 Inch Nails now. 30... I'm really upset about that. I mean, I'm cognizant of it. Here's the thing. You guys know I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's not a conspiracy, but like, I feel 9 Inch Nails was made for me. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to start with that sentence. Trent Reznor was born specifically to serve my ears. The first album that Trent Reznor came out with Nine Inch Nails actually came out in 1988 and was called Purest Feeling, I believe March 4th of 1988. Purest Feeling, and it was rejected by the label and therefore did not come out until 1989 under the title Pretty Hate Machine. And ever since they started releasing music, they have a big habit of releasing music in March, which is my birthday. And I just, in the back of my head, I'm like, yeah, it's for me. It's like kids who have their birthday around 4th of July. They probably like, yeah, those fireworks are for me. So, like, the band itself is my age, which is fucked. I shouldn't be upset about 31 years, my God. I'm 69, for fuck's sake. Interesante. It is. It's Spanish. I just don't know why I started saying it. I mean, I feel like I say I'm medically fluent Spanish. Like, obviously, when you work in medicine, I say obviously, that's kind of pretentious, but I'm sure a lot of you would agree with me. Today, in this world, in the United States of America, if you work in medicine, I think you should know some Spanish. At least half of my patients spoke Spanish exclusively. Like, my fucking God. The least I can do is put in some effort to, like, communicate with them on the bare fucking minimum, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I took Spanish in college, and I did it in high school, and then I did Russian, because there's a huge Russian population in Washington. It made sense at the time. It just, I don't know. People that refuse to learn any Spanish, I'm like, where are you mentally right now? I just don't, what the fuck? Like, I'd go so far as to guess the majority of people who live in the United States of America probably speak Spanish. That's probably a first language. Like, I think US, we don't have an official language, right? I don't think we ever have. Like, people love to be like, if you can't speak American, then get out of our country. But we don't literally have one. They're just, right? Typing's overrated. Sex didn't exist until Trent Reznor inverted it with the release of Downward Spiral. Amen. Literally, so Knives was listening to this. He's been playing the Downward Spiral in Discord before movie night, and I think it's the first time he's ever listened to it, and I think that's literally how he described it. He was like, this entire album is just sex. It's like, yeah, it kind of is. As a kid, I obviously didn't think of it that way, but it totally is. May 9th is the release. Oh, I'm writing that down. Fuck yes. I'm going to tell my sister. She's going to pee. I agree. I can only speak to Medicine Hurts, but I agree with you. I just feel like, I feel like it's not my place to speak on other career fields, but at this point, like, how do you even communicate with half the world if you can't speak any Spanish at all in the US? And I know I live in Colorado. It's got a huge Mexican-speaking population, but I've only lived here for 5 years. I've lived many other places. Same level of Spanish-speaking everywhere. And, like, so many people from different countries speak a dialect of Spanish that you can, like, if you learn textbook Spanish, like, you can get there with them. If you're kind and you smile, like, people are very willing to work with you. And I think it's just nice to do. Interesante. Cheers. We speak freedom in this here country. Lord Hybrid, thank you so much for subbing to the class. Keep the classy life and give it 8 its wings. Work on your music so that someday, 37 years from the day you release your music, there'll be a kid that'll be like, did you know Lord Hybrid Toxic released their music the year I was born? And they've slowly just released music every year in the month I was born, since I was born, and I kind of think they were made for me. Like, how cool would that be? Dude, Knives, that's the music. Good morning, mate. How are you, love? That's what the carrot wants. Yeah, I'm sure, which is fucking idiotic. English was de facto language, but it wasn't official until like a week or two ago. I'm still not going to say that. I'm not going to, I mean, we're not talking politics, but that's not the official language of the US. I'm so sorry. That's not real. It's kind of like when certain people say, you know, there's only 2 genders in the world. Just because you don't understand transgender people or non-binary people, etc., doesn't make them not real. That's like saying, like, I can't see yellow, therefore yellow's not real. Just because you can't conceive of the color doesn't mean it's not real. People are, I know, I'm preaching to the crowd. I know none of you disagree with me on this. It's just like, it's venting. That's just some, it's, you know. My sister sent me a meme this morning on Instagram. What did it say? It was very relatable, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this right now. It was like an angry penguin gluing things down, and it just says, me crafting through the collapse of society. And my sister sent it to me and said, that's you, right? And I was like, yeah, that's about it. I don't know what else to do. There are only sexes in the world. The sex I have with your mom and the sex I have with your dad. Fuck yes! Oh, I love that. I love that so much. And intersex people, exactly. Like, there's so many beautiful ways people can describe themselves and feel that they identify with. And just because you don't understand it doesn't make it not real. Like, we could go on. We're not going to go there. But, like, that's not it. I know I'm preaching to the crowd. It's crazy. It's still Twitter. It's still the Gulf of Mexico. Trans rights are human rights, and English is not the official language of the U.S. Amen, hallelujah, and cheers. Randomly we're calling that a monitor's yellow is fake. I know what you meant, Techno. No, I'm going to take that. That's beautiful. If anybody ever wants to come at me with that, be like, you're right, there are only two sexes. The sex I have with your mom and the sex I have with your dad. That's beautiful. I love that. I cleaned my bongs, so these hits are fucking fresh and hard. My God. Clear your bongs. Good morning, Bolt. I love that so much. Hi, Omega. How are you, love? I think I have a hot hit. Please let me sit with it. Oh my God. Breathe. The instinct is not to breathe. It's to breathe through it. You gotta breathe through it. Side note, off topic. I made my lipstick today. You guys remember I showed you this kit the other day? Because a couple people had complimented my lipstick, and I told you what I do is I make it, and then I take whatever shade I made, and I go to Sephora, and I try to find it again. Ooh, look, it's you guys. The mirror. I made it today. I was pretty proud. Fun. It's like paint on your... I did. It's this cool kit I got, because literally, there's so many different lipsticks out there. To find one that actually matches your skin tone without just wasting hundreds of dollars, literally, is fucking nauseating. So this is a kit by Makeup by Mario, where it comes with basically all the, like, pure tones of lipstick, and then a little palette, and you mix your own. Genius. So I mixed one I liked, and then I'll smear it on my hand and go to, like, Sephora or something, and I'll find a dupe, so I don't have to make it again. I made face paint, but it is makeup. I'm not like, this isn't paint. This is literally made for lipstick. But it's the coolest kit that you can just do that. I fucking made it. And it's pretty good color, I think. Hold, put the mirror to chat again. Why? Because it's mirrored? Help. Fuck you. Wait, hold on. I'm shaking. There you go. How do you feel talking back to yourself in the upside down? Mom, are you proud now? Lipstick is 100% face paint. All makeup is, really, at the end of the day. Like, I use makeup in more ways than it's supposed to be used because it's just universal product. You just, like, there's certain products you don't want to stick in your eyes and certain products you do. And, like, I wouldn't use red-based stuff on my eyes simply because it stains your skin really bad. Like, I have a stain on my hand from where I was testing lipstick. That's after washing my hands so many times this morning. It's just stained. Red stains. Like, that's just known to be. Don't stick that in your eyes. I feel good. I really told myself. Take that, motherfucker. I've had too much honey mustard with lunch. It makes me loopy. Blame it on the honey mustard. Oh, I'm so sorry for that. Just wear the blue. I love blue lipstick. This is the thing. I was talking about this the other day. I don't know if this is just like my art background. I can't get it out of my head. But essentially, like, if you look at the color wheel, like, you know, the color wheel, Look at blue and then look at the opposite of blue. So basically, those two colors are complementary, i.e., they enhance each other the most. And the majority of us do not have white teeth. We have like cream colored teeth because we've lived a life. We drink coffee. We've probably smoked at some point. None of us have like blue white teeth. So when you put on a blue based lipstick, it tends to make your teeth look fucking fuzzy yellow. And any blue based lipstick, just like, that's all I can see is like, whoa, those teeth are yellow. Like, I know they're not filthy teeth, but it just enhances it. Versus if you go for like yellow orange based, you look towards the opposite of that. It's blue. So your teeth are going to look brighter and whiter. I can't get that out of my head. I did put blue in this though, and I don't think my teeth look bad. It's really, really bleached out in here though. Yeah, exactly. Teeth are tan unless you've got like dentures or something, or you've had to have dental work, or you have new teeth, or you're a freak and you got them bleached and they're amazingly blue white. Like, good for you. That's great. But the majority of people have like cream colored teeth, you know, like our skin is not white. It is beige. We're beige. We're very beige. We're boil beige. Witchcraft, the science of color. Seriously, like, I have some really pretty lipsticks that I've gotten in the past that are purple. They're like sparkly purple and they've got shifts in them and shit. My teeth, all I can see is orange teeth. I just see my teeth are so yellow and I can't stop looking at it and I obsess over it. And it just happens to be anything that's like berry toned because it's got really cool tones in it. Cool tones, again, if you want to go even more simple than the color wheel, cool tones will make like warm tones stand out. So if you put cool tones on your lips, the warm tone of your teeth is going to really stand out. It sucks. My mom says I'm cool. Your mom sounds pretty cool. Everyone say your daily affirmations in the mirror. Oh, God. I'm not ready for that emotional fuck yet. Why do you apologize for greatness? Wait, did I apologize for greatness? Who did I apologize for? I apologize for apologizing. I don't know. I just, in general, apologize for my existence on the planet. It's a bad habit. Witchcraft, it is. I've had those fuzzy yellow teeth in my 30s. When I moved for the final time in 2018, I decided I'd like to keep my natural teeth, and so I started taking better care of them. I still have my natural teeth, most of them. I have some root canals in the back from the horse thing. But other than that, I mean, hygiene is the most important thing, honestly. When it comes to a mouth, no one cares. Really, like, as long as you brush your fucking teeth and don't smell like a rotten dumpster, you fine. I know it's really bad. I do apologize a lot. You know, it's weird. I've dived into that in therapy before, and I think it was like, it was a mechanism I developed as a way of ending arguments really, really quickly because I'm just not a confrontational person and I hate arguing. And I grew up around people that, like, they are correct. It doesn't matter how wrong they are correct. So to get out of being yelled at, it was just, I'm sorry, you're right. I'm sorry, you're right. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And they'd be like, you're damn right, I'm right. And then they'd stop. It was real, but standing up for myself, that was just a recipe for disaster. So I just gave up on that because I didn't really care. Maybe that's a middle child syndrome. I don't give a fuck if anybody thinks I'm right. Like, whatever. If you're feeling that strongly about it, you go, you boo-boo. Hey, literally I was, the town I grew up in, for the place I lived the longest as a child. I moved so much, but mostly in Washington State, 20 miles from the Canadian border. I grew, like, a lot of my early 20s, I got mistaken as Canadian. I couldn't even tell you why. It's part of that weird, like, picking up accents thing I do, I'm sure. I probably, like, ended every sentence like a question or something. I have no idea, but I literally lived, like, 20 miles from the border, and Canadians were half of the clientele we had. I had to deal with a lot of Canadian money, and it was weird. But, like, maybe I apologize a lot because of that. I also knew someone who had brown teeth and gums because they really didn't take good care of their mouth and they smoked way too much. I mean, to each their own, man. If you don't want to take care of your teeth, that's on you. You're apologizing so much people might think you're Canadian. Honestly, is that so bad? Though? Eh? Want to get some poutine and wear our toques and have a dart? Boot back? Eh? Am I selling it? Is it happening? I couldn't be in debate. I just don't care. Like, I'm competitive, but not in the way that I care whether or not someone believes me. Like, I'm satisfied in knowing what I know, and if you want to talk about it and have, like, an educated conversation, but someone that's just going to attack me verbally and loud, I'm out. I just, whatever, you're right. Peace. Because I don't care. Which might be bad. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe if I could, I wouldn't, how do I say this? I wouldn't be offended, sad, or like, I would be kind of honored if someone mistook me for a Canadian versus if someone just like pinpointed me as American, I'd wonder why and feel bad. Like I am. I mean, don't get me wrong. Born and raised, it's fucking curse. But like, I hope that's people like my general like way of being and my mannerisms. People aren't like, oh my God, American. And I was, why though? What is it? What can I change for you? I'm very adaptable. I love gravy and French fries. The sex song of the 90s. Well, is it? I don't know. I'm trying to think of where they put the lilt. Because a lot of Canadian, it's very much like there's a question at the end. So it's like, I'm going to go make a sandwich. It sounds like I'm asking you a question, but I'm not. It's a statement. That's very Canadian. I can't remember if the lilt is on the A. Is it, I'm going to go make a sandwich, A? I'm going to go make a sandwich, A? I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while since I lived near Canada now, which is wild. David, 100%. I love gravy. Gravy and French fries are meant to be. Living that close to the border, gravy and French fries is absolutely a thing. Like, it crossed over into America a lot. I'm so happy at least. I can say at least once in my life, I got to see Trent perform this live. Me too. I've seen him twice, which is why I know he's touring this year, and it's killing me that I'm not going. But for even for nosebleed seats, it's around $200 a ticket-ish. And then if you want to be anywhere closer, and I'm just like, if it was my first time ever, if I had never seen him before, I'd shell that out. But man, I feel that money could go out. Like, I could go buy so much cool Nine Inch Nails merchandise for that much money. I haven't bought a Nine Inch Nails shirt in so long. Like, my last Nine Inch Nails shirt, I think might have been from literally before 2010. Oh my God. Yeah. I could do so much more with that. And I don't know, but he's so good. He really does put on a phenomenal show. Like, Trent he's a performer. He does a great job. I had to go to England for about 2 weeks, a number of years back, and I have a Midwestern accent, so I kind of sound Canadian. Oh, you can probably pull it easily. I'm gonna go make a sandwich, eh? So there's like a lilt on that too. I just kept answering questions with, are you American? Nope, I'm Japanese. Man, you know what was, I was saying this a couple weeks ago, like after the election and shit like that, because people were like, oh man, we're really gonna have to adopt that Canadian-ness if we travel. So the last time this catastrophe happened and the orange carrot fuck was in office, I traveled a lot. I went to Greece, I went to Germany, I went to a couple other places, and every time I traveled, I would get nervous about that. And the moment you speak, people know you're American. We just have a way of speaking. I'm sure Canadians probably get mistaken for American more often than the other way around. And more often than not, they bring it up first. What do you think of that orange fuck? And the moment you say, I hate him, you are instant friends. Like, I had no problems in any of my travels. It was almost I would hope they would say something because I knew we'd bond on that instantly. 100% of the time. Which was pretty cool. I never had a problem. But once they know that you're not, a psycho, they're cool. People are just people, It would be like me going to England and being like, so, you want to suck Boris's dick? And someone being like, absolutely not. That crunchy fuck? And I'd be like, all right, we're cool. It's like a test, a little bit, A shelled out 200, a 3-day festival, though. Nine Inch Nails, Bass Nectar, and the Pretty Little Lights. That's fucking dope. I could buy a month's food for $200. No shit. Seriously. Like, there's so many things. It's a lot of money. This is why I won't go see Pink. Even for nosebleeds, it's astoundingly expensive. No shit. Eliza and I, This was like right after we moved to Colorado. We were trying to plan a trip to go see Billie Eilish. We're in a massive stadium because she's Billie Eilish. Even 5 years ago, she was Billie Eilish. Massive stadium. The worst seats in the house were like $450, and we both laughed like manically, just kind of like a what? Crazy. She's stunning, and I love her voice, but oh my god. I won't even spend half that to see Nine Inch Nails, my forever band. Like, my god. I just have a different scope on money, though. I don't know. But for a festival, $200 is pretty fucking good. Especially a 3-day festival. That's really good. My longest friendships have been those people overseas I met gaming. I mean, yeah. Literally, the most important people in my life I met through Twitch. Wait, senior, not junior. No, junior, not senior. Wait, revert. It's junior, not senior, right? Bush Jr. Yeah, it's fine. I'm really tired too. We've both been up too long. Like, already, you got up like 3 hours before me. We've been up too long. Viata, and that's the thing, is like, the fact that, like, I love Nine Inch Nails. I'm not digging, but like the Nine Inch Nails concert, like 250, 200, 150, even that for like the nosebleeds, where the best you're going to do is see a big screen with his face on it, maybe something like that, where like you could go to a concert like Rod and I went to, which was 5 hours, 5 different bands, and under $100. I mean, you compare those and you're just like, this is so much more music and so much more shit. And we were right there, like it was just general admission. So we were like right up against the bands the whole time, and it was fucking awesome. It's hard to justify sitting in a nosebleed seat to look at a screen when I could do that at home for free. Like, I have Nine Inch Nails DVDs of his like concerts and shit like that. Like, I could watch all of them if I want to. Or I could, and then you have to, I mean, and this is just me being a pill about it, but then you factor in parking. Regardless of where you're going, you're probably going to have to pay for parking or walk or something really long distances, whether it's Red Rock or something like that. Like, it just becomes excessive. And then, like, God forbid you go with friends and you want to go get something to eat afterwards. Which is sad. I think that sucks. For a metal festival, Weed Man, exactly. I'd love that. For a festival, it makes sense. Like, multiple days and you're making a thing out of it for one night of a couple hours seems crazy. When I was a teen, concert tickets were $17.50, and I could worm my way to the stage and touch the band. And that's what I'm saying. Like, when I was a kid, it wasn't that cheap. It was like $35. And this was like late 90s, early 2000s. But that was still amazing. And you're right. I saw legendary bands. I saw Rage Against the Machine for $30. I saw Dragon Force for like $35 at El Corazon. I saw Iced Earth for like cheap, like $15 at El Corazon. Like, I've seen some fucking incredible bands for a fraction of a nosebleed seat to look at a screen. It just doesn't like even out for me. When I was a teen concert, yeah, that's I wish. I have one IRL friend, met them in high school 30 years ago. The rest of my friends are all from gaming online. Same. I mean, my siblings, I would say, are my IRL friends from the past, and that's about it. $49.99, I think. The fees put a little more. Yeah, the fees, but we didn't have to pay for parking. And it was 5 hours and 5 bands. Good fucking bands. Like, it was dope the whole time. It's just better. And like, the last time I saw Nine Inch Nails live, granted this was many, many years ago, but they were touring with Crystal Castles, and I don't know what Crystal Castles sounds like anymore. I know there's probably fans of them out there. Please don't hate on me. At the time, I did not like them. And they sounded nothing like Nine Inch Nails. And it was so weird that they were opening for Nine Inch Nails. And I just felt like I genuinely just didn't go into this. I mean, I went in late and caught the end of it, and I was like, yeah, I genuinely don't like this band. I just don't understand why they're opening for Nine Inch Nails. Whereas seeing 5 fucking solid hardcore bands that I know I like for $50, it's really hard to justify those crazy stadium tickets. Unless it was the first and only time I'd ever seen him, in which case I'd probably shell out some just to be there. I spent $200 on tickets to see ADO. Who is that? And then a couple of days of hotels, and I'm making a mini vacation of it with the metal festival at the end of it. Who is ADO? Why do I know that? I'm really bad with acronyms. When I was a teen, concert tickets, God, I'm so jealous. Techno, exactly. It becomes an event. It's like it's not something you could just be like, hey, do you want to go see if there's any concerts downtown we could go get a ticket for? It's like a whole thing that takes like months of planning and so much money just to get there. And God, I remember the last time I went, the parking to go to a concert in this at the Soto in Seattle was more expensive. I think the parking was like $60 and the tickets were $35 or something like that. It just becomes really excessive, and I have other I'd rather buy trees. Concerts are dope, Sky. Like if you I'd suggest going to one at least once. It's there's something about the energy of it, and like just being in a herd of people that are all just like in heaven with you listening to music live that they love. There's something about it, but it is an ordeal. It can be quite the ordeal. Metal Days. I'm gonna write it down. Hold on. That sounds familiar. The one I used to go to, if you know it, oh God, what was it called? Mayhem Fest? That was the one that circulated up into the Pacific Northwest, so we could always go. But I saw, I mean, a lot of really good bands through Mayhem Fest. That's how I saw Rob Zombie. I saw Marilyn Manson, unfortunately now, but at the time was excited. Good morning. I saw My Chemical Romance. I saw... My Chemical Romance wasn't there. That was same stadium, different festival. Who else did I see at Mayhem Fest? Oh, I saw Lamb of God. I saw so, I mean, but it was like $60. And you would see, I saw Cannibal Corpse. I saw 12 Inches of Blood, or is it 12 Inches of Blood, 13 Inches of Blood? They broke up. It was really sad. I went to their last concert ever, but I saw them at a Mayhem Fest. I saw so many fucking amazing bands at Mayhem Fest, and it was so much cheaper, and it was just all day. And there were like the two small stages going all day, and then at nighttime would be the big main stage. I'm so sorry. Fucking mic abuse with my pencil. They're back? Shut the fuck up. No. Oh my God. Metal Woman. I can't do it. My voice is so ruined. I literally went to their last show up in Vancouver ever. If you Google, there's a picture of the audience of their last show, allegedly ever up in Vancouver, and I'm in that audience. I can pinpoint my face out. I was there. Shut up. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, that makes me so happy. Like, I respect a band's right and need to break up and whatnot and do what you need to do, but man, I really loved 3 Inches of Blood. Really good, just like, I don't even know how to explain it, like Viking metal. Yeah, being in the crowd, singing your favorite songs to your favorite bands, and everyone around you is singing, and there's people crying. Like, I remember my first Nine Inch Nails concert I ever went to. It was at the Key Arena down in Seattle. I don't even know if it's still called the Key Arena. And I didn't have great seats. I mean, they were like one step above nosebleeds, but I was on my feet, screaming the lyrics to every song. And everyone else was doing the exact same. It was so magical that everyone just, like this music we're listening to right now, like everyone was just in it and feeling it. And there's something about that energy is unlike anything else. It's pretty wild. But I can understand it can be, I mean, I think a lot of things were disproven, but like there were / are, correct me on these. I've been thrown both ways on this. So essentially, an actress that dated Marilyn Manson made an entire documentary about how he R-worded, raped, etc., and was a terrible human. But then I've heard since then that those allegations, some of them, if not all of them, have been disproven. I don't know. That's why I say, like, maybe unfortunately, I don't know where I stand. I don't know. But I was never, like, that big of a Marilyn Manson fan to, like, look into it. I don't like much of his new stuff anyways. So possible poopy human, I don't, like, but I've seen, but there was, like, a 2-part documentary made by Evan Rachel Wood about it and put on Prime, and that was there for quite some time. I can't remember what it was called. And it was fucking depressing and very dark, but I don't know. And I don't want to speak on whether or not that's factual or not anymore, because I don't know, and I've heard both ways. I hope not a shitty human, just because I hope nobody's a fucking shitty human. I've been going to Copenhagen every year since 2015, seen a lot of the big bands. A lot of them should have retired 10 to 15 years ago, to be honest. Are they still performing awesome, though? Like, if they still put on a good show, fuck it. There's so many bands out there that, like, even if they're not at their prime today, I'd love for them to go on tour just so I could knock them off my bucket list and see them perform. So many bands that just I've never gotten a chance to see. If you have, I was actually going to suggest this, guys. So, like, I'm also kind of like not a big crowd person. I can get very anxious in that situation. If that's the case, try to find a concert that's like has seats. It guarantees you have a place to sit and no one's going to be like jostling you and moving you and fucking throwing you into a pit or something like that. Like, you have a spot and you can get up and go to the bathroom and leave if you want to, but your spot is going to be there when you come back. Like, there's something to that that gives a little sense of comfort. It's like your own little private space. Metal Days, that's what it's called. Metal Days. Of course, it was cheaper in 2019. I saw my favorite band of all time, Dillinger Escape Plan. Fuck yeah. And their last tour was Ever, was all the way in front. And I got to scream lyrics head to head with the vocalist into the mic on my favorite song. Oh my God. And the singer gave me a thumbs up afterwards. One of my best moments in my life. I would have just shit my pants. Dude, that is so fucking special. That's incredible. That's really fucking special. I've never got to do anything like that, but I did get really fucking close to Lamb of God. Like, it was wild. A friend of mine that I went to the show with, which was Mayhem Fest, it was at the Auburn Amphitheater in Washington State. I remember that. I went with a friend of mine, and he worked for our college radio station, and because of that, he got a media pass at Mayhem Fest. So he got to go into, like, the media pit in front of the general admission pit to, like, take photos with a media pass, and he gave me his media pass, and I got to go in, and I swear to God, there's sweat went in my eye. I was like this. Just sitting there like, I am taking photos. Oh my God. I have them somewhere. I have some really fucking epic pictures of Lamb of God somewhere on my computer. I have no idea where they are. But that was the closest I've ever been to any band, I think, that I love. Well, I was pretty damn close to Gojira, who I also saw for like maybe $25 at the Soto. I'm pretty sure it was at the Soto. I saw Gojira. They opened for In Flames. No, it was it? I think it was All That Remains, then Gojira, then In Flames. It was 3 different concerts for like $25 at the Soto. That was incredible. That was a really good show. All That Remains sucks live, though. Bless him. Metal Days got canceled. That's depressing. I also hated concerts because I was that tall dude that every short person felt they deserved to get past me in the pit. I honestly tend to sit myself back. Like, I feel terrible. I feel like I'm in the way of everybody. So I tend to be that, I'm just like, go in front of me, it's fine. I'm literally an entire head taller than you, like, I don't care. But if that one 6'7" dude decides to stand in front of me, I will go in front of him. Like, I say him and I say that 6'7" dude because it's inevitable. There's one who just seems unconscious of their height. Like, I know you can see over me, motherfucker. What? But I don't know. I feel like I'm overtly conscious of that. Like, oh, too much. Like, I'm too much. Hello, my little sister. How are you? Sarah, did you know that Sleep Token came out with a new song? We haven't heard it yet. I'm saving it for tomorrow because it's Faded Friday, but I'm so excited. They're coming out with a new album on May 9th. Metal Days boiled down to floating in an azure boat glacier stream with, like, Whitechapel or In Flames blasting in earshot. That's fucking epic. Oh my God, is it amazing? Okay, I have not even heard it once. Don't tell me. I'm saving it for Faded Friday. I hate this, but I have to follow my own rules. I also already calendared when they're coming to Washington in October and pre-saved the new album. Of course. That, you know what? That checks out. It's so good. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, I have to pee super bad. We have to take a break because Zach just went live, which means we're going to finish Split Fiction. And if you haven't been here, it's been a pretty cute game. It's traumatizing. The dead sister part specifically. Throw that. Yeetus the heartus. My God. But the rest of... He is... just patiently like, yes, mother. I made it, Sarah. Oh my God, I got this really... I mean, I've had this actually forever. So this is long story short, I'm wearing lipstick as often as I can remember and function in it simply because I learned recently, historically speaking, that the clean girl movement was mothered by Hitler. Hitler tried to make red lipstick illegal. He thought makeup was filthy and was for whores, and he tried to make it illegal. So now I'm just gonna wear red lipstick for the rest of my life because fuck Hitlers and fuck Nazis. But it's this kit by Makeup by Mario where it literally gives you like every color you'd ever want, and then I just made what color I wanted by mixing colors until I got there. I'm pretty proud of it though. I think I did a good job. It's fun, right? Well, they make such better lipstick nowadays. I remember when I first started fucking around with lipstick, it's like you just got butthole mouth instantly, or it was on your teeth, or it like feathered. I don't know how to explain that, but it like follows the creases of your mouth when you don't even have creases in your mouth because you're 16 and you don't have wrinkles yet. Like they just sucked. Lipsticks nowadays are so much higher quality. They're just easier to wear. Way easier to wear. Scheme is a weird word. That's what I'm saying. I've worn this all morning. I haven't reapplied. I've had this on for what? Hour and a half? That's pretty good considering I'm drinking like 20 beverages and smoking weed. Pretty decent. But yeah, I got sick of, I mean, literally what I do is I mix up a color I like on there and then I like swatch it on my hand and I go to like Sephora or Ulta and I swatch lipsticks until I find one that matches and then I don't have to make it again. You know what? I don't think I would say there's a few products in the world, lipstick and mascara are the first that come to mind, that the money you spend on them does not mean a higher quality product by any means. Like they are so fine-tuned, their formulas, that you're either finding waterproof or not. You're either finding a lip stain, a lipstick, a lip balm, but it's going to be what it's going to be. Like I use Revlon and shit. Maybelline, my favorite lipstick that I get the most compliments on is called Cedar by Maybelline. And it's just like this brown brick red color, but it's super pretty. That's the fine lines. I was saying that exact shit. Like the fact that they don't do that feathering anymore where they bleed into the lines of your mouth is incredible. You don't have to wear lip liner. I don't have anything on but that. Which is wild because lipstick just used to be gross. That or it was like thick, waxy. Or do you remember when everything suddenly had to have plumping in it and it just felt like you were on fire? Have you ever looked at someone and thought to yourself like, wow, they're really pretty. I only wish their lips were fatter. Because I haven't. Yet. Same, Sarah. I seriously, like, I don't think it's worth it. I've tried, like, Chanel mascara. It was crap. I think it's just the pretentiousness of saying you use that kind of shit. Or like YSL, all those really overpriced brands. They're just not worth it, in my opinion. That plumping shit was a really weird time. And that's what led to lip injections. Like, that plumping shit literally went to lip injections. And that's why we have this now. Tell me I'm beautiful. It was made from whale fat and wasn't perfume all made from ambergris, which is like the gallstone of a whale or something like that. What is it? I smoke cigarettes for longer than most of my chat has been alive, so I've had those pinched suck lines along my top lip. You know what? Sometimes I wonder if I'm going to get those from smoking weed. But probably not, because you're not doing that as often as you do with a cigarette. But I've thought about that. Like, am I going to get smoker lines? I think natural lips are sexy. I think when your face moves naturally and your lips look natural, even if you're like me and you have a fat lip because a horse tap danced on your face, I think that's always going to be prettier. I have yet to see any sort of injections where I'm like, yeah, that did it. This is my, like, I've been told this by people who hang around me at this point in my life, that I have like a subconscious face where when I'm holding my tongue, I do this. I just like sit in this existential duck face, but like with a pissed look on my face. I might get it from that. Maybe down here. I don't know. We're all wrinkling. Who the fuck cares? As long as we live, I don't give a fuck. I just don't want skin cancer. That's it. I've made most of my friends through Twitch in some way, but I'm increasingly confident feeling that I'm going to be able to make friends that live in or near Denmark after getting invited to a Danish furry Telegram group. Fuck yes! Oh my god, yes! Oh, that's going to be so much fun. Ambergris is a waxy solid substance, sometimes called whale vomit, produced in the digestive system of sperm whales and historically prized for its unique scent and use in perfume as a fixative. There you go. A lot of beauty products started out pretty fucking gross. Didn't we talk about this yesterday too? We were talking about aqua tofana, the shit that was used to kill husbands. I got the Are You Sure screen for whale vomit in cunt. There's our hourly cunt. I'm trying to get Twitch to figure out that we cuss here. I've been here, no shit, as of March 3rd. I've been here for 10 years, officially. I've been streaming for 10 years, and I have never said cunt less. And I don't think you guys are about to either. What is going on? What is going on? What is this weird? Hair girl's getting a tattoo. Wait. My hair girl's getting a tattoo with her friend of a lady demon drinking aqua tofana. A lady demon drinking it? Well, that's... I mean, it was used to kill husbands. That's hot. That's cool. No shit. It was it was like sold as a beauty product in a beauty store, but like it was understood between the lady who ran the store and the person buying it that they were going to put it in their husband's food to kill him. And I think it was arsenic. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's arsenic. But there's like, you know Bailey Sarian, right, Sarah? We talked about her. Bailey Sarian. She has like a palette now with Melt, which is crazy, but she does like shorter, more condensed true crime podcasts and stuff. She's fucking hilarious. But she does a whole podcast show. I think it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours on aqua tofana. Aqua tofana. That was the name of this beauty product that would be sold to women who were in problematic marriages. And it wasn't willy-nilly, like you had to know somebody to get it. Like it was a very, very underground secret network. And they eventually caught the woman making it. And I think they executed her, but allegedly her daughter went on and did it under a new moniker, et cetera, et cetera. There's a whole legend to it, but it was genuinely like women would come in with black eyes and be like, my husband hit me. And she'd be like, here's some face cream, put it in his soup. Wild. Bailey's great. She's so fucking funny. Bailey's fucking hilarious. My poor virgin ears. Not in this Christian Minecraft stream. On that note, I have to pee so bad and my dogs are waiting. So break time, stretch your dicks, get a beverage, do what you need to do. And then we're going to finish Split Fiction. Yeah. Are we going to do it together? I'm going to go outside. Don't lick my mouth. Not right now. I know. He thinks my lipstick is dirty and he just wants to get it off of me. Bless your heart, sweet boy. You're just the best boy in the whole world. When I'm trying not to cut someone out or trying not to laugh out loud, I pull my lips in and bite them so my face can't show you what I'm feeling. Maybe I'm doing the opposite. It's like a covering up what's going on. It's because if I didn't do that, my face would probably be like a massive frown or something. Probably. Okay, let's go outside. I gotta pee so bad. You're dancing on my bladder. Be right back. Stretch your legs. Load a bowl. All of those things. Gotta pee. Gotta pee. Gotta go. Gotta pee. Gotta pee. Gotta go. Pee. And then when I came out of the bathroom, I was like, where are my dogs? And realized they were outside. And then I was like, oh, I let them out. And then I just sat down and I put on my headphones and then I reached for my headphones. I'm losing it. Slowly, but it's happening. One step at a time. I need to change our... Yeah, I know. Twice. It happened. So, like, at first I was like, the dog thing, that's whatever. That's just my brain. And then I did that and I was like... Why did I reach for them? Fuck. Cheers, yeah. I have not smoked enough to be high. Like, that high. Come on. Unless I've toasted all under that, and that's just like a nice little green cap. Okay, let me change our category. Split. I'm so happy I can play this on my PC. That PlayStation controller, man. It took a minute to get back into like the controller of Xbox because I was like brainwashing myself into thinking X was not X. Ooh, new strain. Oh, the amount of times I've been on the phone with somebody and been like, oh my God, I have to send you something. And then, 5 minutes goes by and we're still talking. And I'm like, I cannot find my phone. And the person on the phone's like, wow, Katie. really? And I'm like, oh, that's why I only had one hand. Fuck! Oh. It's fine. We're all fine. It's fine. I'm just letting this song finish and then I'll find Ezekiel. Otter events? Shut up. That's pretty cute. Oh, looking for your phone's flashlight using your phone's flashlight to look for your phone? Yes, absolutely. Can you help me find my glasses? They're on your face, or they're on, like, the amount of times my mom used to do this. She has bifocals now, but she had, like, readers and then distance glasses, and they'd both be on her head, and she'd be frantically looking for her glasses, and we'd be like, "Mom." And she'd be, oh my lord, there they are. It's happening, though. I've got it. Banana Banshee, 24%, and one called Gorilla Scat. You have to tell me what they smell like. Gorilla Scat. That's hot. I didn't pin Steam to my taskbar. God damn it. Pin. Don't fuck with me. Gorilla Scat. I know. One of the most popular strains is Cheetah Piss. It's not too far off in terms of the general naming of marijuana items. They do like to name them very odd things. Fucking readers, they're scattered everywhere in groupings of 3. I swear to God, it's like lighters. Like, I either have 5 or none. Sunglasses, same. I either have all 3 pairs nicely lined up where they should be, or none, and I have no clue where the fuck they are. It's the same shit. It's like, it's Tammy. Steam's not doing weird stuff, but like, it makes me anxious even to mention it because I want to pretend it didn't happen. But this morning while I was sitting at my computer doing my makeup, the gaming PC just restarted. Like, I was just sitting here, fucking mixing this lipstick. Whole thing restarted. The PC just did. I saw the monitor go down and I was like, oh, what's happening? And then it just restarted and it was on like the login screen for your pin. And I pinned in and it was fine. It's been fine ever since. But that was weird and I don't know why it did that. Why would it just restart? Steam hasn't been weird, but that's why it wasn't open yet. Because my computer decided to do that. Not that I saw, but maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's not telling me they're updating. I have no idea. Pause. The game's about to start and it's going to be loud. Don't be too loud. It just sounds better. That PlayStation was kind of a nightmare. Which is still under my desk. Don't bite me. He biting! That's why nobody likes possums. Take one, leave one box. ClassyKatie can use at the entrance of their door on their desk with a small supply of lighters. I mean, that's kind of what I do is when I find them all, I line them up on my desk. So like right now I've got 2, some doggy bags. Because this came out of my pockets. 3. So we're in a stage right now where we've got a lot of lighters. But in a couple days, suddenly it'll just be none. And I'm like, where did I go? I didn't go anywhere. Where did they go? Where else? What? They're not. And then I'll mystically find all of them again. And I'll be like, wow, I have all these lighters. Which you can tell are mine because they are fucking bricked on the bottom. I'm always losing forks. In my house, I live alone except for my cats, and I'm fairly sure they aren't using them. Spoons. The amount of times I've replaced spoons in my house is kind of ridiculous, and I just, like, where the fuck are they? I truly don't understand where they are. Just spoons. Why? Where are they traveling? I don't know. Like, I have a very small house, which I neurotically move around and clean all the time. It's not like they can be lost somewhere. Spoons. Same dream. Absolute same. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like it's like hair bands or what are they? Bobby pins. Like you buy a whole pack of them and suddenly I'm ready to go. I'm just waiting for you to call me.
Oh, I don't know if you need to take a break.
I just took one. Okay. Yep, you're good. Bobby pins or whatever, like you have a pack of 100 and so you're kind of reckless with them and then suddenly you're down to 5 and those are the 5 bobby pins of your life. And to this day I don't know where they go. Where the fuck are all the bobby pins? Hairbands are the same thing. I'll buy a whole pack, and I'm like, yeah, I've got a whole pack of hairbands. And then all of a sudden, I've got 2. I'm like, what? And then I neurotically wear it on my wrist because I'm like, I'm going to lose my one scrunchie if I don't wear it all the time. Even though my hair's literally up and there's no purpose for the scrunchie right now, I'm just scared to lose it. Because then I have to buy fucking scrunchies. Same, teaspoons. I literally bought like this really cool set of teaspoons that was so fucking cute. I have like 2 left. But the spoon itself is a little skull head. And the eyeballs are hollow. So it's really good for like mixing tea and mixing like honey into your tea or whatever. They're my favorite spoons. I only have 2 left out of like 10. How do you lose weird black skull teaspoons? No idea. Good morning, Jackie. How are you, love? Darwin's bobby pins. They're everywhere. Like one day I'm just going to find 20 bobby pins. 200 probably. God, in my lifetime, like how many bobby pins I've lost? I feel like I cried a lot. My eyes hurt now. They feel swollen. That was a rough game, man. Damn. I love you, Vis. Damn, that, like... like, that was just so much hit home. It was just too much. It was a lot. That game was freaky. I think I need to grind up weed. I will have to post cheers you because I'm going to go run over to Ezekiel_II's office where we're going to talk to his mother because on Thursdays he calls his mother. And I've been streaming really fucking late lately, so I haven't taken my dogs out and I have done nothing with them. So I need to do these things, but I am going to load a bowl and I am going to post cheers all of you. Zeke's mother is truly one of the sweetest, kindest people I've ever... There's a dog. How did you get a fuzz in my nose from over there? One of the kindest humans I've ever met in my entire life. Ever. Just the sweetest. I don't know. She just has not a nefarious bone in her body. And he calls her every damn Thursday. It's the cutest shit. It was amazing, man. Hopefully my audio's working so the VODs will be able to go up. And if you care to watch them with audio on or at all. But the game was awesome. Yes, I also desperately need to go to the post office. These long-ass streams have killed that. I might actually have time to do that. What else? Tomorrow's Fated Friday. That's it. Jesus, I'm so glad that came into my brain. Tomorrow is Fated motherfucking Friday. If you didn't know, on Fridays in my stream, I invite you to bring links of your favorite music, new music preferably, new to you, new to me. We just like to enjoy music all day long. We don't have a particular genre or a mood we follow. We are eclectic as fuck. I ask you don't bring artificial intelligence, music, and or images to my stream. I ask that you probably preview it so that we know it goes with TOS, unless it's a brand new release, in which case we're all in it for the win it. We have no idea what's happening. But other than that, you know, TOS, no titties, all of those things. No clowns, preferably for me. I have deep fear of them, but other than that, we have a really good time. Laughs, good laughs. New Sashas are always welcome. I think that's it. Saturday we'll continue more Control. I'm real fucked up. I already got Control downloaded. That was like the first thing I did when I wiped the computer is I got Control on here. So I've got Control installed and everything. So Control is ready to go. And then Sunday is Borderlands. I think we have like 1 or 2 side quests. We're going to do some more side quests. And depending on how that works out, we might do we might beat it on Sunday. We might not. I don't know. But I'll probably install the next game just in case so that we can just roll into the next game. And if Knives and Vissy are still listening, install the next game just in case. I don't know. You probably know better how close we are. You tell me. I'm assuming we're relatively close. Giggity, that's what she said. You know what I'm saying. Take care of yourselves. Take your joy. Drink your water. Clean your bongs. All of those things. I'll see you bright and early. Or over on Zach's stream right now. Whatever. Either way.